So we just saw Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Now that is one big pile of shit.
You will remember to wash your hands before you watch the third movie in the series?
I doubt I will be... I doubt the first one to say that. I really doubt I'm the last either. Oh my god!
I had a Krusty the Clown moment right when this ended. I wanted a cigarette in my hands and I just wanted to go, what the hell was that? Like
this... okay.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around what the
It's so
I just saw.
It's so stupid!
I'm surprised there weren't more pterodactyls in this movie, because this was batshit. Just batshit.
This is one of those movies. It's almost one of those so bad it's good movies. It's just... Because here's the thing. The thing that stops it from being that is that the acting is fine. Nobody's really a bad actor in this.
Fine-ish.
It's fine. Nobody's great, but it's fine. And the dialogue, again, is not good, but it's like, okay, they're just saying this to get to the next thing, and stuff like that. But the choices made in this movie and what they do with it is just the craziest goddamn shit.
And let's not forget that the end result of all these choices is nothing! Absolutely nothing!
Okay,
like,
so...
we are literally, like, only, like... We're basically at where Lost World was. This is basically Lost World, their version. Like, we've advanced, like, this much in a whole movie.
This is the worst of all the Jurassic Park movies. Anything that didn't work in any of those movies is right here, focused on, like, every scene... I'm really not kidding. Like, every scene has a minimum of 5 things you have questions about because they make no goddamn sense. And what they're doing, why they're doing it, sometimes who's even doing it.
And we have a history with the previous one because I liked it and you were definitely in the not like camp.
I like the beginning and the ending. Everything in the middle I thought was
I think now, and I think you'll agree with me, that this movie makes Jurassic World 1 look like Stephen Hawking's A Brief History of Time.
Well, hold on.
Like, that's a work of genius now compared to this.
I like Jurassic World more than Lost World. So I never thought Jurassic World was the worst. I could almost... maybe I can even argue it's better than 3.
Everybody argues about the Jurassic Park sequels. Let's try to compromise here. Can we all agree that since the first movie, they've been kind of garbagey? Like, if we can all agree on that baseline, then we can all agree that we have our own personal favorite piles of garbage.
Yeah,
like certain shit that, you know, speaks to us, certain trash we enjoy and we put on our little garbage can lid and take the fork and...
But everyone knows nothing's as good as the first one.
Yeah, and for me, Lost World was at the bottom of the heat. It was boring. I hated it. It was colorless. I liked Jurassic 3 just a little more because it was mercifully short, and I love Sam Neill, and he's one of the most underrated actors of our generation.
That is the only thing I really like in 3, is that I really do legitimately
love Sam Neill. And of all the sequels so far, I like Jurassic World the most, because it was bright, it was colorful, it gave me something I hadn't seen yet, which was the park fully functioning and operational like the Death Star. So,
and a great climax. It had an awesome climax.
And it had an awesome climax. This way, like, so until then I would have said Lost World was probably my least favorite.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough just because, like, this one is more laughably bad.
Yeah.
And so
Lost
I'm
World
kind of like,
just dull
I'm like, would I watch
and...
this one a little more just because it's, like, worth a good laugh? But the more I thought about it, it has the same problem Lost World does, where the whole middle part of the movie is boring as hell.
So boring, but...
Like, they blow it, and here's the thing, like, the movie trailer... Hope you liked that movie trailer, because that is literally the movie.
Yeah.
You just saw the movie beginning to end, and there are very few of any. There was like one surprise.
And it is so stupid.
Yeah, and it is so stupid. But other than that,
God.
you watch this movie and you're just like, saw it in the trailer, saw it in the trailer, saw it in the trailer. Every suspenseful scene, you know how it's going to come out, because they did it in the freaking trailer.
So, all right, I'll just say early on, I'll say what's good about this movie, because it is literally two things. It's very easy to point out the good
I thought the
things.
first part was okay on the island.
Okay, but that time...
Ironically, the part closest to Lost World was probably
the guy who... They're all going like this, and the guy's saying, what? It's like, you don't need to hear them to understand what this means.
Yeah, this...
And then, of course, when
means you're gonna die.
And of
come
course,
this way.
when he's saying, "Ha ha, I
can't
made
hear
it."
you.
Well, he's gonna be okay if he's going, "Ha ha, I made it." But something that does tie.
I was just talking about the whole island stuff, the volcano blowing up, and all of that.
The reveal.
first scene was stupid.
Okay, anything with revealing a dinosaur in the shadows, in a reflection, hiding behind something. There's a good, 6 or 7 times they do it where I'm like, that was creative. And it's short, but I could see that in a Jurassic Park movie.
I feel this guy is, trying to Ridley Scott this a bit, and
doing a really bad job.
No, but I mean that, but here's one compliment I will say, is that the cinematography sometimes I'm like, that is a glorious shot.
Yeah,
that frames the dinosaur, and there's a couple of shots of some guy walking. There's an underlit floor, so the floor is white, and the raptor's kind of curled up, almost like the xenomorph. And this guy's walking around it, and the raptors. And I'm just I feel and the way the movie plays out, it's. Hope you like dinosaurs in a house. That's pretty much the whole last half of the movie.
You don't get those dinosaurs in cages in a house, and then a little bit of
dinosaurs
them around the house.
in a mansion. It's Dino Mansion.
It's not
Yoshi's
dinosaurs.
mansion.
It's mainly one. A 1.5 if you count Blue.
But I feel I almost feel this movie would have been better if they just went for broke, made it a hard R, and because I feel this guy somehow wanted to have it be Alien, where it's or Aliens, where it's the monsters are loose and you're in an enclosed space and this and that, and I'm okay, but it's all PG-13 violence.
And we've seen...
There's very few. It's some guy gets an arm ripped off. Seen it.
We've seen these dinosaurs do this shit already. I mean, in all the film. But okay, the other thing I like is, and again, you kind of see in the trailer, that ball that goes into the water. There's this really cool shot, and it's all done in one shot, where it's them trying to get out of the ball while the water slowly rises.
Yeah, the scariest thing in the movie is the threat of drowning, not the dinosaurs. That was putting my heart on edge there.
Yeah, that was legit suspenseful. Just because the way it was shot. The people inside, I don't give a shit about.
Dinosaurs never really scared me. And the funny thing is, the best special effect in the movie, for my money, was the goddamn volcano. I'm this was the longest episode of Dante's Peak I've ever seen. But
when Chris Pratt's doing his Mr. Bean impersonation, numbed up, trying to get up, and the lava's right here, I'm okay, I'm not a volcano expert, but the lava's right here. I feel that'll affect you somehow.
No, it's a good effect. I didn't say that was a good scene or was smart. That was literally the movie stops. He's tranquilized or something, wakes up and the lava's coming towards him, and I swear to God, it just becomes Guardians of the Galaxy. It is Star-Lord shit. He's nerp, and doing this whole Mr. Bean routine, trying to move out of the way of the lava. He's nerpy nerp, and I'm just if this were a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, this would be hilarious, but I'm what is this doing in this dinosaur thriller? The movie is really goofy.
No. Okay, no, here's the thing.
Extremely goofy.
I was almost going to say the opposite, because it's I would be annoyed by that scene because it's not funny, but it's the closest thing to any comedy we have in this.
I don't know. The movie...
half the time they're just saying straightforward lines. No, but you're right.
But it's
even
very unintentionally funny. The whole movie's just goofy as... you know what we're going to talk about later, and that was goofy as...
Yeah, okay, there is a lot of goofy in this, the more I think about it.
Yeah, no, that's the weird
comic
thing.
relief.
Stupid.
That dude, the computer programmer.
That guy.
Oh my God. Is there a T-Rex? This is a guy out of a 40s comedy.
It was Scooby-Doo. Go, 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 go!
Yeah, I just want to see him go. I mean, it's
spraying himself with the bug spray. And it's he was literally just there so everybody would look at him and just nerd.
And it's okay, even the people they're sending in, one has never worked on a dinosaur, and she's supposed to be the one that's supposed to if anything goes wrong, she's supposed to be the doctor. One is supposed to be a computer programmer.
Oh yeah, that's what I heard. I'm a paleo veterinarian. It's have you ever worked on it? I said, no.
I've never even seen a dinosaur. There's gotta be... This damn park was open. There have to be people that know these things and understand them. The guy the computer programmer is like, well, are the T-Rexes still alive? Is that a T-Rex?
Veterinary school
send him?
Is like, it's a medical school, and you have to know how to operate on all sorts of different animals.
Times 10, because there's so many different animals.
So how do you do that if you've never even seen... But
there's just like a million things like that. We are just constantly saying, wait, why did they do that? Another good example, the Home Alone with dinosaurs there, where they're trying to go through and these dinosaurs trying to get in this girl who's pretty much Penny Gadget. She's snooping around everywhere. Just wanted to go,
my God,
look after Uncle Gadget.
I think I found Mad's secret dinosaur hideout, Brian.
So she's like sneaking around this house, for her age, doing a pretty damn good job running away from these things. Then locks herself in a room and freaking like hides under the covers, and I'm just like, what? And you were literally sneaking out the house a second ago.
You know what?
Hold on. So then this dinosaur sneaks in, so I'm like, okay, she's gonna like hide under the covers. Made a dinosaur. Nope, she's just there. And I'm like, you could have hid under the bed, in the closet, anywhere else, and it's just for the trailer shot, the dinosaur getting closer, which again, they already did in Lost World. And Chris Pratt comes in, big shot, the girl doesn't die. Chris Pratt comes in, saves the day. He doesn't even fucking leave. He runs out bullets. He's supposed to go
guess what happens?
He goes up against the wall.
Blue comes in, big shot.
Okay,
and no, that's not a spoiler, because you can't figure that yet.
Well, and I think they did show that too. But
it's
then
right in the
so
trailer.
after she's like looking at this dinosaur under like these covers, like still looking right at it, and Chris Pratt runs out bullets and Blue comes in, she's like, here, come with me out the window. I found this way. Okay, just climb along here. Okay, and go down the drain. I'm like, that is not the same kid who was hiding under the covers a second ago. That is a totally different kid. And all the characters are like that.
And the funny
Nothing
thing is
they do adds up.
That girl's a really good actress, I thought.
Yeah.
But the character's just not really written realistically.
Okay, we'll get into spoilers. But it's hard to tell for
Here's what makes you laugh is you're just like, and then she hides under the bed. Like, that's what bothers you. I'm like, what bothers me is, how the fuck did that dinosaur just like find it? Because like she ran away from this thing, goes up a dumbwaiter or something, sneaks into her room, locks the door, hides under the covers, like the window is closed, and yet somehow this dinosaur's like on the roof, like,
No.
And then it goes down, and I'm just like, this is just so many coincidences.
Okay, no. Let's really give this damn thing the benefit of the doubt and say it smelled her, it sniffed her out, even though it's in the rain and everything. Let's say that. There are literally two other instances where, she's up on this thing, the humans are right down here, and she's going,
yeah, the dinosaur.
Okay, so that's dumb scene number one. Dumb scene number two. Right after that scene, because I'm like, I guess they can't smell. Yeah, they don't pick up scent. Right after that scene, they hide in the closet, and the dinosaur literally goes down to the ground and goes, and walks right by them while smelling them, and it's like they're right there, like behind this very thin wall. It's like there's just a million scenes like that where you're just like, but wait, you said this and now you're doing that, and every scene is like that.
The science.
What science?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, even the science in the first movie is pretty suspect, and the decisions made in the first movie's full of holes.
Yeah.
But it tries. It tries.
It's still...
That is the difference. And the science has been getting more and more just crazy. And like Jurassic World, I'm just like, all right, we don't even care about the science. Here's a fun theme park. There you go. This one, I think, is actively, like, murdering science. Whereas Jurassic World was just ignoring science, I think this one is literally like, we've got some sciencey ideas here.
Okay, here's my issue.
Crazy.
Because you're right, the first one is essentially a Disney film. These are like Disney characters, going into like a PG-13 science fiction film. But even Disney films have a humanity. That's why we still connect with them instead of it's like a kiddie film, but there still is a humanity to them. Not only does this not have any humanity, but if you're gonna make the science go crazy, that's fine. This was my problem with Jurassic World. Now we have this new dinosaur, we can gene splice thing. Great! Go to town with it.
What are we gonna see then?
No, yeah, we get a
we
boring
don't get anything.
We get a boring ass Raptor-saurus Rex in Jurassic World, and then you get in this one the exact same goddamn thing except smaller. Yeah. Like you're just sizing everything, and even the climax. We were saying this when we're getting close to the end. I'm just like, oh my god, like this is gonna be the climax.
I sat there and I'm just like, I put it together that I'm like, this has to be the climax, because we're at a point in the movie where I'm like, you can't go anywhere from here. We have decided that this movie is gonna be in this fucking house the whole time for some reason.
Who gives a shit? And you don't like any of the people.
I will give Lost World that, Lost World that. It went for broke and had a T-Rex running around San Diego.
Yeah. I mean, it was stupid, but it's like, okay.
Yeah, now imagine
it's
Lost
definitely trying something, the next step or
now
whatever.
Imagine Lost World, only like a couple of raptors break into somebody's home, and the whole last 40 minutes of Lost World is just these two raptors in this house. That's this movie.
And here's the funny thing, too, is that this whole film, God, it felt over 2 hours. This whole film...
It felt long. And it was going at a good pace in the beginning.
Yeah.
I thought, all the stuff on the island, there was a pretty brisk pace to it. I was like, yay.
But, this whole movie not only doesn't need to exist, but again, we'll get into this in spoiler corner, but the last minute, I just remember saying, why wasn't this the movie we were watching?
Yep.
This is a huge step backwards, and only at the end is it doing essentially what one of the other movies did, but sort of taking it to the next level, which is what we want to see. We want something taken to the next level, and this is not only a huge step backwards, it's like, let's take everything that was boring and stupid and nonsensical and made no sense in the other films and put it in this one.
I think the best metaphor for this movie is that scene where they're on the boat and you see this, brontosaurus, and they're all watching sad, and this brontosaurus gets engulfed by the smoke and flames of the volcano. It's like, and disappears into the clouds, and it plays this sad Jurassic Park theme, it's dead, and I'm just like, there's your movie. That's what this felt like. I just saw Jurassic Park destroy.
Well, and here's what these movies have been doing ever since the first Jurassic Park, and I really think they're missing, is that with the first film, it's science fucking with nature, and it goes wrong, and it's great, and there's really no good guys or bad guys or anything. It's just science fucking with nature, and here's what happens, and oh well, science goes this way, nature goes that way. Hopefully we won't let this happen again. We'll see. Second film, human bad guy. Third film, was there a human bad guy? I can't remember.
Kind of grants a citizen, but mostly it was just, we're trapped on the island.
Yeah, human bad. Fourth film, Vincent D'Onofrio was a shitty human bad guy. This film, not only human bad guy, but doing the exact same dumbass shit that the bad guy in the last film did, which was already boring and stupid.
And they continue to promise, almost every single time they continue the promise, we're gonna do something with this dino DNA, we're gonna weaponize them, and I'm just we never get farther and just here's a prototype, in a cage, breaks loose, kills a couple guys, oh no. I want to see a freaking Jurassic Army. At this point, I want to see
Jurassic tanks with Jurassic dinosaurs,
seriously.
Launch the raptor nukes and just these missiles with raptors.
We are now 5 freaking films into this, and we still haven't gone for God.
Well, this dumbass fucking idiot who's, Dr. Hammond 2, pretty much, Cromwell plays
Hammond 2, and then the whoever that bad guy was in Lost World, the little wormy business guy, Hammond's assistant, he's got a doppelganger in this movie, because he's the main bad guy in this.
Oh, and Dr. Wu's a bad guy.
That was amazing.
Was kind of entertaining.
That was the only thing that was making me laugh. I'm just like, you know what, you can bring this guy on screen all the time.
Just to see that nice guy. Yeah, just to see that nice guy from the first film just suddenly be a villain was kind of fun.
Now every time I watch the first film, he's gonna be like, Velociraptor. If he even cracks the tiniest mountains, there it is. There's the evil. It starts right there.
Well, and here's the thing too. So this, and again, I'm not giving anything away because this is in the trailer. Dr. Hammond 2 is in this giant house, and there's this giant auction going on in the basement, this gigantic basement where there's all these cages and all this scientific equipment where they do their dino splicing and all this stuff.
Again,
and trailer. And he has no clue. I know this guy is sick and he's dying and everything, but he has no clue all this stuff is happening literally under his
why
nose.
is this
and I'm
guy
like,
doing
he
it
didn't
in the
hear
basement?
This stuff? He doesn't constantly go, hey, well, what's this code on the elevator? Hey, what's this button I can easily push to get down? What's those roaring sounds I hear in the middle of the night?
There's so many things that don't make sense. I'll tell you what doesn't make sense to me. What bothers me is the behavior of some of the dinosaurs. Like, they do it just for Hollywood moments. I get it, haha, the T-Rex roars and the sign comes down and that's cool. But, like, when they're escaping in the ball, and then, I don't know, it was an Allosaurus, it was some big predator, Spinosaurus, some Eatusaurus comes and is gonna, like, eat Chris Pratt, and he's like, oh, it's the Fuckosaurus Rex, and, like, out of nowhere, and there's a volcano, like literally an ash cloud coming, all the dinosaurs are running away. Yeah, what you see in the trailer, rocks falling. Out of nowhere, T-Rex comes as Chris Pratt's about to get eaten. Like takes this predator dinosaur, like, "Roar!" thunk, like plops it down, and the T-Rex just looks at it and then takes off. And I was just like what was going through that T-Rex's thought bubble? Just like, I'm running away, but fuck this guy!
I'm hungry!
Yeah, no, but he's not! He didn't eat him!
Yeah,
he just ran, and I'm just like, why, if these dinosaurs are so panicking, why does this T-Rex take the time to save Chris Pratt? I was like, did the T-Rex just turn around and be like, no, we're even? And then like, and then the goofiest scene, I swear to God, like randomly, like they wake up on the beach and then you see this helicopter and there's this T-Rex just lying down on this like gurney just going, Mah! And like, and not just
a T-Rex, it's funniest. Like, you saw like how all the work they had to go through. They're pretty much getting these like, you know, 5 or 6 people just to get this one raptor. You know, they finally get this one raptor and then this volcano blow. All the dinosaurs are falling off this cliff and everything. It's just,
well, I guess they're all dead. And he's like, well, not all of them. And you just see this T-Rex way in the distance below the helicopter.
It's not even a T-Rex. And then here's a Stegosaurus, here's a Brontosaurus, there's a Pterodactyl. Like, they're all people.
Yeah,
and they're all like, wait a minute. Why was that happening? There was a volcano erupting.
It just looked so funny. And like that was the first time like we're in trouble because like I was laughing so hard at that because I just like
no, oh my God.
I was just imagining it just, you bastards!
No, I totally forgot. I swear to God, I don't care if this is giving anything away. It's really not. But okay, so there's the one where I was really...
We are noble people!
No, the one where I was really like, trying not to laugh is there's a scene where one of the dinosaurs, you know, is in a cage. Spoiler, it's gotta get out. And this guy is going over, thinks he knocked it out, and he looks over it, and the dinosaur is pretending to be knocked out.
Oh my God,
so that's already
so
funny. But then the tail is like almost tapping his shoulder, and he turns around, the dinosaur literally opens his eye on the ground
and then
smiles.
And he does it twice. He like looks at the camera and is like like a real Beavis and Butthead smile, like a hey, check it out, this is gonna be cool.
I just so wanted
just wait for it, audience.
I just so wanted to look at the camera and just go.
It was literally a cartoon.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it, and the audience like laughed, and it was that nervous laugh of like, is this supposed to be
supposed
funny?
to laugh at?
It's. Oh God.
Man.
Yeah, the behavior of the dinosaurs makes no sense. I love the stupid things of just like, hey, let's take the bull-headed dinosaur and put it in a brick wall that it can knock over. Like,
there's no thought into caging these damn things.
But the guy behind us was loving the movie.
Yeah, we kind of had Tigger behind us. He was just
my
like,
God.
Everything.
At the end when dinosaurs break loose, you know, big surprise. Like people are getting tossed around whenever there was a major dinosaur hit. It was Daffy Duck. It was like,
he was the only one who applauded at the end.
Yeah. The theater was stone cold silence in the back. It was like,
so I'm glad he liked it.
But I am too. My favorite though was at our cinema now they sell pizza. So my wife got like a little personal pan, like pizza. I guess it's Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I can't finish this. Do you want the last slice? I'm like, no. So I gave it to
Dougie. He'll eat anything.
Yeah. So I give it to Doug, and he's like, all right. So he's starting to eat it. The same guy behind us just goes, hey, do they allow you to eat pizza here? And Doug's like, yeah, like they sell it right on there. That's really cool because I've got a T-Rex size appetite. And I was
Awesome.
my first, you just had this look on your face, and you look like Dennis Nedry, like pulling yourself back to the toe line after encountering.
That's nice.
The
Gotta go.
yeah, that's great. Gotta go. Like the look on your face is like, that's awesome.
Yeah, he was talking all throughout the trailers too, and he was
God,
really
yeah, he
loud.
would
No,
not
at
shut
first
up.
I was just like, okay, if he does this through the film, I am gonna turn around.
He
and
was
say, Shut up.
mostly
But he
mostly
didn't.
quiet during the film, except
Yeah.
for the action sequence. I was like, whoo!
Yeah. Which honestly was kind of fun. Sometimes.
No, it was more entertaining than the movie.
Yeah.
The wonderful thing about dinosaurs, or dinosaur wonderful things.
Here's the other thing too that I feel like these movies are trying to do, and the only one that did it well was the first one, because it didn't. Maybe it did hammer it in, but it didn't hammer it in like the sequels, and that's. Okay, we're running away from these things, but we're supposed to care about these things, and we're supposed to want to take care of them.
I didn't give two shits about them.
It literally opens with Jeff
Call me an
Goldblum.
animal hater, I don't care.
And
Jeff Goldblum got it right! He was
Yeah.
right in the beginning of this movie, and freaking
They say
Dallas Bryce, Houston, Austin Howard, or whatever her name is, and Chris Pratt, and all these other idiots are like, no, we gotta save the dinosaurs, we gotta save
Yeah,
the
they're
No,
like,
you
this
don't!
No, this volcano's gonna erupt on this island, killing all the dinosaurs, and Goldblum's pretty much like, look, this is an act of God.
Senator,
we brought him back. We shouldn't have, and now God's gonna wipe him out.
I think we should let them die. All of them. Yeah. No, I don't. I realize I'm not going to win a
Like,
St.
look,
Francis of
if
Assisi
it-
award
if-
here, but
If this was the first attempt
yeah.
at trying to control these things, but there's already like 3 or 4 blown up islands, aren't there? Because this is like
Senator-
the third island
Senator,
or something.
all I am saying here is that I was at the theme park when it blew up the first time, and I went back to the island where numerous friends of mine were killed, and a T-Rex escaped into San Diego, and then my other friend crash landed on the island where more people were killed, and he barely escaped with his life, and then the theme park, which I was thoroughly against, I might add, also just blew up a few years ago. So why don't you just let the fuckers die? Like, seriously, like.
Has it ever worked out trying to save the dinosaurs? No. Running away from them has turned out fine. They were already extinct.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's like the second film tried to do it. It sucked. I don't think the third film tried to do it. Again, the third film's kind of its own just run away from dinosaurs movie. That's it. Yeah. The Jurassic World tried to do it, it sucked, and now this one's trying to do it, and it sucks. We always know what it is that humanity's gonna be the dicks, and we shouldn't fuck with the dinosaurs. So why are we always fucking with the dinosaurs? Like, the good guys are always going in to fuck with the dinosaurs.
I think Screen Junkies had somebody were talking about it. It was like, and that was the last time anybody decided to ever mess with dinosaurs. So anyway, they built another park, and like it keeps going on and on with every sequel, but that was the last time. And then they go back and Fallen Kingdom.
but okay, the big problem is that, again, with the first one, it really took a while to, again, just, I know it's like a Disney film, but it's like structured so well, and that you had the little preview with the dinosaur eating the guy at the opening, but then like, you really have just this magical, whimsical, holy smokes, there they are, dinosaurs, and you feel the people looking at them, and there they are.
It gave me something I hadn't seen.
And it really took a long time to, but there's this dread, maybe, and then when that T-Rex comes in and becomes survival, like, man, did that just feel like that went so naturally into that.
Which first film are we talking about now?
Oh, I'm talking about Jurassic Park.
Okay, but that's the problem. Since the reboot, sometimes I think Jurassic World when people say the first film.
But that did it so well, and all these other movies always open with them doing something bad. They really never captured the incredible size and magic of seeing them the first time.
And they all have the
same.
same.
Really can't.
They all have the same damn intro too of like, here's 2 people you haven't seen before who are about ready to get attacked by a dinosaur. And then we're going to have a main credit sequence. Oh, by the way, the logo in this made me laugh because it was just like, Jurassic Combat! It's like a whole bunch of lava. It's like,
the music is going like, 042 tune on
it's
us
like
for whatever
Lord of the
reason.
Rings music.
Yeah, like you've never seen dinosaurs before, and it's like, Chico! Dinosaurus!
Tyrannosaurus Rex Tremendous!
Yeah, and I mean, like, what is that supposed to do? Like, whoa, I feel the size of this, man. I mean, it just took the 5th movie to finally get this going, but yeah, wow, dinosaurs!
Yeah, no, the whole, the whole plot, it made no sense, because, like, unless maybe it was trying to be like, stupid millennials trying to save dinosaurs. But then the weird thing is there's like an anti-Trump shot. Like here,
there's
movie.
two. Well, one is funny. At the very bottom, it says U.S. President questions whether dinosaurs even existed. That was funny. But then you're right. They hammered home with he's like nasty woman. I'm like, okay, shut up. That doesn't even like.
But then the weird thing is the whole like your quote unquote heroes of the story are fucking animal rights lovers and idiots who basically have now probably doomed humanity. Like, I don't get, what is your point?
Man, yeah.
What is your point?
Like, exact same problem with Lost World.
See, that's where we're smart. We're playing both sides here. We're not picking sides. I'm like, no, it's just dumb. Like, I don't care. Just pick a side. Like,
when we get to spoiler corner, the ending of this movie, I am really like, are you goddamn kidding me? Like, are you really goddamn kidding me?
Really, the whole last 15 minutes from that.
Yeah.
There's one big reveal in the last 15 minutes after that. I'm like, are you?
So the last thing I think I'll get to that I have to say about is that we keep going back and forth between we're scared of them, we're supposed to care about them, and I feel like we got that really bad in Lost World. Lost World. Jurassic World, at least, again, that opening captures sort of the wonder of the park and seeing them, but we know what's gonna happen. They're gonna break free and stuff, but it was really cool and you did capture some of that magic, because again, that was something we never saw the park open, so that was really neat. So here...
That's what I like. That's what I liked about it.
So here, just like Lost World, when you're just flip-flopping so badly between run away from these damn things, they're gonna kill you, and just, oh no, they're dying! Like... Let them die! Like, you have done nothing to make me feel anything. You made me feel a little bit for Blue. But that's about the closest I got.
They're dying. I had this Beavis and Butthead moment where I was like, so?
I was like, Kirk, let them die. Like, we all know what's gonna happen.
I don't want to see them get, like, tortured by humans, but I'm just like, yes, die. They weren't meant to be here. Like, this was a mistake.
Yeah, we're the ones that brought them in, and it's like, I don't want to see things die, but it's like, we're clearly not up to this task.
It's exactly what Ian Malcolm said in the first movie is happening in the beginning of this one. It's just like, see there, dinosaurs had their chance now on this island, and nature deselected them by having a dormant volcano suddenly become active. One wonders why John Hammond would build a theme park on a volcano that could erupt, but it was dormant and now magically sprang to life. So, nature, through the power of a lazy Hollywood screenplay, was solving the problem, and
it was actually, I was actually kind of amazed at how much this movie did not need to happen. Like, you were just perfectly saying, because it's not like mankind's gonna go in and do it. It's like, nature is doing this, and mankind over and over has proven we are not able to, do these things. And the first film is doing nothing but proving saying you don't know how to handle these things.
I get the idea of your stuck bad guys coming in to steal some DNA before the island blows, if they want to do that. But the fact that there was a whole movement of save the dinosaurs, honestly, we're just in a world of nothing but crazy movements on all sorts of sides. So maybe I'm not surprised, but I'm just like, why?
That kind of makes sense. It's one of those things where it's like, I was with you. If they wanted to go in and first of all, anything that's down here would be dead already. It's like, again, how does nobody going into this know any shit about dinosaurs? Nobody does. But they go in and get this little bone, they get some DNA, and it's like, okay, cool. The island's gonna be wiped out, and they're gonna make new dinosaurs. Hell, make cooler dinosaurs. Combine them all together. Make something crazy.
Make your
just
dino
a big
army.
Velociraptor. I'm so sick of big Velociraptors.
I mean, that was the plot to the first one. We can weaponize this, and he's training them.
Jurassic World.
Yeah, Jurassic World. He's training them, and they can be weaponized. Why are we going so freaking slow? Why can't we just have fast-forwarded 3 years? It's like, we snuck some off the island, and they're weaponized. We're going to unleash them now.
Yeah, this is... You just haven't moved at all. Like, you've just... it's like, well, now we're going to auction them off to be weaponized. And it's like, who cares? And it's like, I'm with you. It's like, really take a step. Don't take a little baby step and be like, oh, the last one was a hit. We can do this again.
You want other craziness? Chris Pratt's building a cabin in the woods by himself from scratch. And my I used to remember it's
With
like
a hammer, just one
That's my
hammer.
favorite thing. It's like he has it's like he doesn't even have a freaking nail gun. He's building a cabin with freaking 2x4s, and he's just using a normal hammer, like thunk thunk. And then there's this pile. There's like this chopped tree. Like this pile of like chopped wood, like, you know, still circular, like just the tree trunk in bits. I'm like, is he literally chopping the wood to make? Who does this? Why did you just have shit delivered? If you want to build a cabin, fine, but it's just like, and spending most of my life living in an Amish paradise. Raising a barn. And then that's my very like, I can't die. I gotta finish my cabin. I was like, what is this? Unforgiven? Like, what? I can't, oh god,
So
it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
So, something people have been asking me, they're saying, like, are you gonna do a clipless review? We are gonna review this. I feel like
Our prop guy, it turns out, his wife just had
a baby.
So,
give
and
him
we're
some
just
time
like,
with that.
we
But-
want to make sure he has time off, and congratulations to them.
But
yeah.
on top of that, I wouldn't want to, because this one just has, again, every scene just has so many things wrong with it. Like I said, it's just phenomenal how every scene, there is just no thought. Everybody does the exact opposite of what a rational thinking human being would do, where it's like, I feel like I gotta go over it scene by scene. A clipless, I wouldn't be able to fit them all in there. So where I was telling him afterwards, I'm actually kind of giddy to review this movie because there is just so much to talk about. We're not even, like, touching the surface of the dumb moves that they do in this. So, yeah, It seems like all these Jurassic Park movies, like, even just the worst ones have their fans and have people that like them.
I feel like these movies are now entering Transformers territory of just being critic-proof. Yeah. Eventually they will stop making enough money where they're just like, no, but like Transformers is like, you could have like a critical score of 30%, people still see it. You could have a lot of people like, oh, this is dumb.
The last one, not that many people saw, but they are still making a ball movie.
Wait, you're talking about Transformers?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. But how long did it take to get there?
Yeah, it took a while.
You know, and that one started more recently. I don't know. I feel like, and like,
I feel like it just doesn't give what a lot of people want.
Like, if you like it, fine, I guess. Like, and that's the thing, as I said, they've all been kind of garbagey since the first one. But
some are fun garbage.
Yeah,
some are just boring garbagey.
for my money, the fun garbage was Jurassic World, and this is just garbage.
Yeah, this is just boring garbage. This is the closest to Lost
dull.
World. Like
It's
I said,
pretty
I'm
dull.
still half, and I don't know which one is worse. But it's that same vein. So I guess if you like Lost World, just take out the part where the T-Rex is in the city, and it's like that's kind of
that was
just
the
put
best
it in a house.
part of the Lost World.
Yeah, and put it in a house, a big house. There you go. But yeah, it's
I still, and I'm being honest here, can't quite wrap my head around what I just saw, and we'll talk a little more about it in the spoiler corner.
Yeah. So. Oh man, there's definitely some interesting things to talk about in the spoiler corner too. So
my favorite is somebody I saw online described this as like, well, it's really goofy. It's also darker though, and it's kind of like the Empire Strikes Back of the series. And I was just like, I'm thinking more Attack of the Clones. But okay, I think they were talking about how it's just dark and kind of open-ended. Like, so maybe but
we've said this a million times. Dark doesn't mean good, and you know what?
No.
It's not dark. It's shot dark. It's not dark. Do you realize not one? Okay, I don't care if it's a spoiler. Not one good guy dies in this.
Nope.
None. Every Jurassic Park movie has some person, some good person.
I'll say, and I think Honest Trailers pointed this out, the handler of the kids in Jurassic World, she went down in a bad way. I was just like, that was like probably one of the most horrifying deaths I've seen in a Jurassic Park movie, or really for a PG-13 film, any movie. This is getting picked apart, and tossed around. I was like, Jesus Christ, nothing in this film. The funny thing is, when those guys all showed up, I'm like, dead, and none of them, I'm like, I can't tell if I'm pleasantly surprised or just disappointed.
I really hoped they would die.
There were a couple that I'm like, go away.
Oh my god. I don't know, man. I can't figure out who would like this movie, but they all, even
As
the
I
films...
said, I liked Jurassic World. I know a number of people who are just like, it's worse than Hitler. So,
I don't hate it that much. I like
no,
the
you weren't in that camp.
No.
Oh no, I saw there were people online that I just people I've known who literally it's just like, did the director run over your dog? Like what? It was such an overreaction. So yeah, maybe this is gonna be one of those where it's like, I really don't like this movie, and we're gonna have people who's like, how dare you? You're worse than Hitler.
I'd be so curious what.
Yeah, I don't know what the reactions.
If you like it, please tell me what you like about it, because I'm legitimately curious, because it just doesn't seem like it's giving what people would want to see. I guess the volcano, that was kind of cool.
I liked the volcano, and the thing is,
I can't think of anything
who
else.
knew though that was going to be the biggest scene in the movie? I thought, wow, well, this is what they're doing in the first quarter of this film. We're in for a wild ride for the rest, and it was nothing.
Yeah, just Home Alone with dinosaurs.
So yeah, and we were, as I said, it wasn't a giant, it wasn't the giant disagreement that you loathed, but we definitely were disagreeing on that. But this one, we're in total agreement.
Yeah. So if you like it, definitely tell me why, because I love to know. Because like I said, I just wasn't. I wasn't getting okay, this is giving me what a Jurassic Park movie kind of promises and stuff, and it's
what I wanted?
Hitting those bullets, but it's doing nothing new with it.
You know what I wanted?
Or adding anything fun.
I was most interested when the dinosaurs are fighting each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Occasionally they would fight each other.
There's not much. But
I would rather just watch a whole movie and just set it on the damn island, and it's just here, it's just the dinosaurs, and they're just fighting, and we spent $300 million on this, and you know what? I would fucking watch that.
You know what? I think there's a Jurassic Park fighting game where you just fight as
I was like, I would probably watch it. I was like, just get rid of the humans.
So, either go see the movie or play that game. I've never played that game. I'm curious to try it out now, rather than see this.
I think the best part for me, and I remember turning to you, and it's just Jeff Goldblum going, we've sat here and made the same mistake again and again and again, and we have never learned our lesson. I just turned to him, was like, is he talking to the filmmakers?
Yeah,
is this aimed in Hollywood? Because it just, and he kept saying lines like that. I was like, I swear this is some sick in-joke that they're just talking about the creative team, but whatever.
Yeah, so...
And he was dull, and I love Jeff Goldblum, but at the end,
especially after Thor, I was actually looking forward to him in this movie.
He was very restrained. He had a couple of, near the end,
the rising voice. He had a little bit.
Goldblum came out, and it's he had some line where he said it was crossing, but it came out really weird. It's we've reached a critical crossing of these, and the voice would raise slightly in his speech, but I swear at the end he just had this look on his face, when he says ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jurassic World, and the look on his face just says, you're really paying me to say this? Okay. Hand me my check. It just was so, dead-eyed.
Yeah.
Especially
when he was so much fun in Thor.
Yeah, and he was fun in Jurassic Park. I didn't like him as much in Lost World. I just thought the character was written poorly.
Yeah.
But
he was working Jurassic Park.
I look at it, and this is another problem I have with the series. I look at it, I don't see this Jeff Goldblum here as Ian Malcolm. I'm this is some different guy. You could have told me this was a different guy, and I was because it doesn't seem like Ian Malcolm to me. It's just sad, tired, and maybe some people are well, that's the point. But it just...
Isn't that strange?
Nothing like it.
Yeah, isn't that strange? That
the role that made him famous, I wonder if he's just you know what, I've been ripping off this role for all my life, I'm just gonna go dead.
You're right, this movie made me realize there was more to Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Than I gave credit for, because you're right. It's that doesn't feel like that's the same person. No. And he's not even on screen that long, so that's really something.
If it's the same,
be on screen for not only 5
person,
minutes.
I just want to look at him and what did life do to you? Who hurt you, Ian? Who hurt you? Because he's just so, I am dead inside. And it made me realize that, because there's a Easter egg where I think that was supposed to be the truck that Timmy and Lex and Alan Grant fell over in, that they find.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's an upside down truck with the old Jurassic Park logo, so I'm haha, it's an Easter egg, that's the truck. But it made me realize just how much, maybe this is why I keep referring to Jurassic World as the first film, how I don't connect this, despite their best attempts to keep trying to connect this to Jurassic Park 1 and Lost World. I don't. I'm like, I don't see this as the same universe. I kind of wish it was just reboot. And when they show like the picture of Hammond, the painting, I'm like, I don't see him existing in this. Like, I don't see any of this. Like, I wish James Cromwell's character would have been the Hammond that created the park. Like, it's not Hammond, but it's a different character, and there's a different universe, and because I just don't see the connection. It doesn't feel like the same universe to me, and having Jeff Goldblum show up just cemented it for me. I'm like, that's not Ian Malcolm.
Yeah, no,
like, no way.
It really doesn't feel like him.
What's he doing wearing a suit? I don't care how old he is. I want him in that fucking leather jacket again.
Like I say, he's not on screen for 5 minutes, and you're right. It's like, that's not him. That's not him.
There it is. Crap found a way.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Aha! So, you dig up dinosaur movies?
Jurassic Park quote.